No more fear. No more fear. I believe that one of God's desires for us, is that we get to a place where we fully believe everything that he says about himself and who we are in him. I believe that that's one of God's principles, desires for us, that we believe everything that he says about himself, and we believe everything that he has said about who we are in him. I want you to understand this morning that all of us are on a journey. We're on this journey discovering these truths in the story called our lives. As in every great story, there is always great conflict. There are two people who are always trying to convince us that God's word is not true. That is Satan, and that is ourselves. And it is this tension that we must realize has given us an opportunity to be propelled into the fullness of God. But when you allow God's love to permeate you, it means that God uses his spirit to minister to those insecurities in your life that keep you from being who God calls you to be. So the first thing that John wants us to realize here is that this perfect love is supplied by God. Look at your neighbor and say, it only comes from God. It only comes from God. He says we can only get this love if God is with us, or if we are in God. It's Psalm 34 where David writes, I sought the Lord and he answered me. He delivered me from all of my fears. What a wonderful and amazing promise of God. We love to read that over and over again. And why shouldn't we? Why? I sought the Lord and he delivered me from all of my fears. But I want you to understand that he would not have delivered the writer if he had not sought the Lord. Which means that in my seeking of the Lord is that there has to be a connection with God. I believe that one of the problems that we experience today is that we want to run to every conference. We want to run to every self-help seminar. We want people to do things for us that we're not willing to seek the Lord after. What the writer is saying is when you seek God, that's when he delivers you from your fears. That he is not delivering you because your name is on a roll. He's not delivering you because you know the song, the words to the song that you sing in the church. He says, I'm delivering you because you're connected to me, and because I've got an assignment in your life. I cannot allow you to be defeated in this war. I cannot allow you to be paralyzed with fear and you find yourself on the sidelines when I need you in the game.